Hello folks, and welcome to Wisconsin Northland Outdoor Tips with myself, John Myrie, and our co-host Desmond Bennett. And we're going to try to give you some great tips in these series to help you enjoy the outdoors a little bit more and your fishing and boating. You know, if you're out here on the lake and you're looking for crappies, a lot of times people tend to lose the crappies in the summertime. Everybody finds them in the spring when they go up shallow and do their spawning thing. But once they move out in deeper water, they're a little harder to find. Not really. Now with the electronics we got the Humminbird Mega 10 here. Right now I'm in a tri-screen. I've got side imaging on top, down imaging here, and we've got the regular 2D sonar screen. And you get out here and you start looking around these deeper areas, especially in area lakes like flowages in particular, or some of the smaller lakes. Some of these fish will hang on weed lines. Some of them will tend to get out around deeper brush, deeper cribs, different stuff like that. You get out in areas like this and you start watching, and you'll see, right now I see a crib off the side out here, and you keep your speed down. Probably I'm at about 2.6 miles an hour now, and I've got my screen speed set at about 5. There's some fish out here to the side, a few more fish. You'll see the fish showing up here, the little marks on the fish, and you get into that area, we're going to start seeing more and more fish. Hey, we're looking at some cribs here on the side imaging and on down imaging, and you can actually see the cribs. And you have some fish off the side of the cribs here, and we've also got a school of fish right off the side here, small school of crappies. And as we get going here, we'll see probably a few more fish on the 2D sonar. Switch over to the 2D sonar screen. Now you can see we've got quite a few crappies on the bottom. This is what we're looking for. This is what you want to find when you're out here and you're looking for crappies in anywhere from the midsummer to in the fall. You get right here now, we're starting to see quite a few more, and if I find a bunch of fish in here, what I can do is I can actually take and mark a waypoint where these fish are, go right out to where they are, anywhere's out hitting the edge, and I can hit mark a waypoint, and hit waypoint like this, and now I go right back into that area again. I've got a second waypoint that tells me where that school of fish was, and we can go back on those fish and vertically fish them. But the key is to watch this thing. Your side image, you'll see the fish here. There's fish on the bottom. When I go to the 2D screen, I've got fish in here now. Those are probably crappies. But when you go into the side imaging screen, now you'll see schools of fish off the side and scattered schools, and they're pretty easy to find. Here's 2 cribs out here, a bunch of fish around them. See the fish around them here on the screen. But that's how you want to do it, and that's the easiest way to find fish out here. Once you find them, it's pretty easy to get back over the top of them. In my case, I can put my trolling motor down. I can get back on them. On the trolling motor, I just hit the button, it goes down. It's an Altera, and I can spot lock on them, anchor with the trolling motor, vertically fish them just like I do ice fishing, and you'll catch a bunch of fish. You know, once we get out here and find these crappies out in this deeper water, there's a lot of different ways. I learned basically with a 16 32nd ounce jig and a tube skirt on it, and maybe a split shot above it. The thing I've started to do is refine it a little bit. Sometimes I'll use high vis line up here, sometimes just regular line, but I'll put a split shot, and then I put a little number 10 swivel, and a little number 10 swivel, and then I put a short leader, 8 inches to a foot long of 4-pound fluorocarbon, and then I'll go to either a 64th ounce or maybe a 32nd ounce, a lot of times a 64th ounce jig, and I use a lot of Berkeley Gulp Alive. That catches fish. The trick is, once you get rigged this way, you'll let the line vertical right down, just like you're ice fishing, so you get slack line, then drop your rod, pick up all that slack line, turn the handle once or 2 revolutions, and just kind of hold it there. Once in a while, you can slowly lift it and drop back down, but all too often I see people want to jig to catch fish, and sometimes just holding it still is going to be the most productive thing.
Nibble, but not there.
Got our co-host there, Desmond Bennett. She's fishing to try to catch crappie, and that took her about a whole 30 seconds. You lost them. You lost them.
I lost
but
them.
It took you a whole 30 seconds to hook that fish. You go back down again. Here's that technique. You go down until you got slack line, and that line's completely loose. And now you close the bail, pick up that slack line, turn the handle once or twice, a couple of times over that, and there you go. You just kind of hold it there, and you watch that rod tip. That rod tip is your big number 1 indicator as to when you're getting a crappie bite. Okay, what do you got there? You got another
crappie. About the 8th one in 15 minutes.
Yep. So just that same technique we've been using.
It's so much like ice fishing. It's a great comparison.
Yep. You got a fish on there. You got another one. You're just out fishing me like crazy here. It's a little smaller one there. But
Yep. About time.
you get some little ones. You've been getting some pretty decent crappies though.
Oh yeah. Definitely getting some eaters here.
Got a few loons out here visiting us.
Saying hi. Not or anything, but
Another crappie on there.
another crappie.
Another crappie.
Yep.
You're getting the smaller ones now. What happened?
I know.
Yeah, just a small one. But they got to get big sometime.
Right? All right, yeah.
Can we get one right here? Another fish? Whoa. That's a decent crappie.
Oh, that sure is.
Not a monster, but hand-sized crappie.
About a
Just
one taco crappie.
Yep. 8-9 incher. Okay. We back on them here. There's a crappie. There's a crappie. Another crappie. Whoa, it's a little better fish, I think. A little better fish. Come on, Mr. Crappie. Yeah, probably an 8-9 incher again.
Oh, he had a good attitude, though.
Yep, they got a good attitude. Nice crappie. We'll throw this one back.
Yeah.
There you go, Mr. Crappie. Go back.
All
Whoa,
right.
this one here is going around circles. There he is. Ah, it's a little guy. That's why. Little guy, but they all got to start someplace.
They sure do. Swim off and get bigger, buddy.
Well, get the hook out of him. Get the hook out of him. I could help if I didn't have so much pressure on the pole. But we'll get him off. Here, there we go. Oh, flying fish. Chase him around the floor of the boat. There you go. I think our loon friends are, oh, you got a fish on over here.
Yep. Oh, and a fish off.
And the fish off. Another crappie. I don't know if that feels like it's a little, yeah, it feels maybe it's a bigger fish. That's a decent fish.
Oh, yeah. Not a bad little guy.
Yep. Decent little crappie. We'll throw him back though. Go back and catch, get bigger. You got another one on there, Des?
I do. This will make my limit if
Oh.
he's a keeper.
You about got your limit already.
I think that'll do it.
Maybe we go musky fishing then, right?
Now on to the big fish. There we
Well,
go.
you're doing a good job there. Okay. There's a fish right there, Des. You want to take this rod and pull him in?
Oh, yeah, here.
See if he's still on there. I got him and try to hold the camera and film the fish at the same time. We got him. Oh, he's off.
Oh, he flopped off.
He got off.
Yeah.
You got another one there? Whoa, that one's putting a bend in the pole. Oh, put him in the live well. Here's another decent one. Ah, that's a little small.
Yeah.
We'll put him back. We'll release him, get bigger.
Yep. A little bit. Oh, yeah.
Crappie, another one. Another one. We got a lot of fish here in the last hour.
We have caught a lot of fish here.
Not a lot of big ones, but a lot of crappie.
Nice time.
And enough to have a fish fry anyhow. This one here will go back. There you go. Mr. Crappie, go back in the lake.
I'll definitely be eating crappie tacos for dinner.
Yep. We got another one here.
Can hardly keep them
one after
off.
another here.
They are loving this pink, just a plain old, come on.
And that gulp.
Yep, pink jig and gulp, chartreuse gulp.
But you never fished this way before, crappies, with this tight line like I am.
Not in open water like
No,
this,
it's
no.
just like ice fishing.
It really is.
Yep. Look at nice fish. Okay.
Put him in there or throw him back?
Throw him back.
All
Okay, you
right.
got another one on there?
I got another one.
Well, you've just been dragging them in right and left.
Finally out fishing you for once, John.
Yeah, you are. Of course, I've been doing a lot of video too, so.
Right. Well, that's how you know you're a good teacher, if your student starts catching the fish.
You bet. Okay, you kind of went out and experienced a day of crappie fishing, just like I do when I'm guiding that technique, and it works, right?
Oh, it sure works.
Okay, let's see what you're taking home to chow on tonight, Des.
All right. Live well full of crappies.
You bet. You got a nice bunch of crappies there. Nice bunch of crappies.
Yep.
And a good day out there. Now let's go muskie fishing.
Well, let's hope for a big one now.
Okay.